this story seems to have captivated the world to some extent. There is some precedent. Princess Diana and Prince Charles, they left hospital the day after Prince William was born, I'm told. So there is some precedent. Maybe we'll see them trying to recreate those famous scenes on the steps of what exactly the same hospital where William was born. But I've been digging into the names, Tom, and I've got a few odds for you. Tom is not on the list, though.
I'm shocked.
Afraid to say. Certainly not in the top 5 that I checked. Have you had any more thoughts on a suitable name?
Well, we're talking here about the traditional names: George, Andrew.
Philip came up.
We are.
Philip. Well, maybe Philip. I don't.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Grandfather.
Well,
Right.
maybe there's a little bit of history there because Prince William's full name is William Arthur Philip Louis. So you know there is
Right.
precedent picking one of your own family names. Because I was scratching my head trying to work out where Louis came from. It sounded.
That's way too French. That's not.
In the yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That sounds a bit French. But given it's one of his father's the father's middle names. But to give you the odds, George is at the top. It's the favourite at 9-4. James comes in second at around 11-4. Alexander, Louis and Henry are all in there.
Louis.
Well, besides betting on the names, what else has the reaction been like there?
Well, it's a little early days, I suppose. It happened just before 9 o'clock. It was really interesting. I heard somebody from a retail research institute earlier saying that he'd done some focus groups on how the British people were going to react to the birth of the baby, and it seemed incredibly British in the style of the reaction. Most people were saying, oh, I don't care. But, you know, if somebody else has a party or does something, then maybe I'll jump on the bandwagon. And that seems to be the way things happened around the Jubilee and the wedding. So these things start small and they grow, so you never know.
Interesting. It's just been going on. Tell us about the newspapers. What's Fleet Street done with this?
Okay, well, I've got a copy of The Sun here, Tom, and if viewers aren't familiar with this newspaper, it's called The Sun. It's a well-read newspaper.
With the easel.
Newspaper in the UK. It's got a picture of the easel on the front. That was how the world was told about the birth outside Buckingham Palace. But the key thing here is the name. The newspaper is not normally called The Sun, spelled S-O-N.
Yeah, even I got that. Anna, thank you so much on the Royal Baby Watch in London.